I want to have this discussion with you very quickly. Did you see Fran Brown's comments today about they're waiting to hear back next week until that we might have an actual spring football game between two teams?
I did. You tagged me in this on Twitter, and I am excited about. I am really excited that this wasn't just a bunch of BS. I'm really excited that this wasn't just a, hey, yeah, we talked on the phone and then nothing came of it. I am hoping, and I promise you this, if the NCAA does not allow this, with all of the crap that they've gone through and all the eligibility stuff that's been the new wave and what's about to come with revenue sharing and all this house case settlement, if they say no to this and they don't have a valid reason, I'm going to lose my mind.
Oh, I'm right there with
done.
you.
Yeah, we're done with the NCAA if they say no to this.
I am right there with you. And listen, I will call for, you know how college football separated themselves from the NCAA in football, right? In reference to the college football championship. You know, technically you're awarded the NCAA championship, national championship, after the game is played. The NCAA has crowned a champion every single year. They just go with what happens in college football playoff. With that being said, I wanted to ask Brian Kelly this the other day, but there other pressing stuff came up. I want to ask, dude, you cannot. This will be so awesome, Joe. Let me just say, this is a college football show, and I got to say this: I am so tired of people trying to convince me that spring football does not matter. The games don't matter in reference to you're not seeing everything. They're not going it's not the end all be all. You cannot convince me that these reps don't matter. In today's world, with the portal, you're trying to convince me that this doesn't matter? By the way, Joe, again, you talked about this. I talked about this. We used to have two-a-days. Brother, think about today. Let's say that you go out there and you deep snap today. Let's say you deep snap 150 times. In two-a-days, you would do that again. So you're literally doubling your entire reps on how great that you can be. So you want to talk about offensive line play being down? Joe, it's the number one reason. It is the number one reason. They're not getting the reps. I was listening to you and Ryan the other day. Y'all talked about, or maybe last 2 weeks ago, you were talking about an offensive lineman and you were talking about got to develop here, got to develop there. And I'm thinking to myself, well, why does he got to go to the NFL to develop? He should have already been developed. That's the point that I'm trying to make with this. Hey, guess what? You go in there and listen, you know Fran, and I talked about this with Fran Brown. Fran Brown's a competitor. They're going to win. They ain't going to lose. You ain't going all the way to Colorado to lose, bud. It's going to be a little something now.
I promise you this, by the way. If this game gets played, we're going full game preview. We're going full. I'm full preview. Full preview. I will. The homework will be done, and we will do a detailed preview of this like it's a game week.
Could you imagine?
I need this shit.
Could you imagine what could come out of it? Let me give you a hypothetical.
Mm-hmm.
Kane Salter is not ready. He hasn't picked up the playbook quick enough. The offseason talk is, well, we've actually seen him in a game at Colorado. We've seen what could happen. What do you do with Juju Lewis? Fran Brown. Hey, one of your players is on my list here, by the way, and Mr. Pena. What if he goes in there and goes off? His stock rises. By the way, you know what else? We ain't got shit to talk about. Guess what is coming up next month? The NFL draft. Oh, this guy can boost his draft stock going into next year. It is a win. Joe, can you convince me, other than injuries? I don't want to listen to your injury bullshit anyway. Can you tell me one thing that why this wouldn't work?
There's really no valid reason why they can't do this. The only thing that I could think of, and I don't think it applies, is like the cost of travel to have to go in the logistics of setting this game up. Like that's about it. But it gets paid for by the fact that there is going to be a broadcasting partner in this game is going to be airing on ESPN2. That probably just needs to get worked out. Yeah.
Got an idea. Charge everybody in there $25.
Well, I think that they charge for the. Actually, I don't know if they do.
No, I mean spring games normally you don't get charged
it's
for 'em.
free.
It's free admission.
So you charge.
Hey, guess what? Do 15 for all I give a Rudy Poo. Give it to the team that travels. Give it to the team that hey,
Right. There's a way to figure it out.
By the way, you're going to make over $100,000 in just the admissions on those tickets. It's going to happen. Okay, it 1,000% will happen. Give it to them. The money is the last worry that I have here. There's the outright last worry. You know what? Screw it. I get Brian Kelly on Saturday. I'm asking.
Ask him when you're at the. Ask him if he would play anyone.
There's way too much pressing shit to get to, but I'm asking. Actually, you know what? Let's get to our ACCs, but I'm making me a text message.
BetOnline remains your top spot for all of your live betting action and contests. NFL, college football, UFC, NHL are all in full swing. BetOnline is your number one source for wagering news, odds, trends, and predictions with both desktop and mobile access at any time. Head to BetOnline today and use promo code BELIEVE, that's BLEAV, for 50% off your first deposit. That is a 50% welcome bonus. BetOnline, where the game starts.